Alright, this is Covarrubias with Enhancement 2 for CIT 336. And the first request is to create a folder named SQL with the Enhancement 2 text file in there, which I have. Also, the first SQL to write into the database is to add a new client. So we're gonna go into the SQL tab, paste the command or the query, and execute. We can see if we go back to the table that Tony Stark has been created. Second query requires to change its level, so we're going to change that from the queries that we already created and tested. And so we're going to run this one. As we can see on this one over here, if I go to the clients, he's level 1, but as I run the new query, he will change. So I will change, look at this again, and it changes to number 3. Perfect. So then we're gonna go and modify the hammer record, which I have also prepared a little query to verify that the changes are made. So we're gonna run this query on this page, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna retain my query, and we can see here that it just selects the description for that hammer as currently is, and we can see that it's with the small interiors part that we're gonna change. And so with the query number 3, that's gonna change. So I'm gonna go back to this part, go again to the SQL tab, and copy my query, run it, and if I go back to the page where I have already that selected, we're gonna see that this is gonna change. So I'm gonna do it again, and now if I go here, we can see that they changed from small interiors to spacious interiors, so that query will run properly. The fourth is to use an inner join. So we're gonna use this right here, copy it, bring it up here, select the database, go to the SQL tab, and run the code. Runs properly, and it gives us a green bar, and it has that forced results indicated that that's what we need to be looking for. And then number 5 is to delete a row of data. So we're gonna delete Jeep. If you remember, we had the inventory, we had the Jeep right here, so we're gonna delete it over here, and this is warning us if we really want to delete it, we actually do. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the table. So it's still here. As soon as I refresh that, it's gonna go away. Sure enough, it has gone away. Number 6 is to change or add the path for the PHP motors database on these 2 columns, the image and the thumbnail. So we're gonna go ahead and copy our last query and run. So our database, our SQL, and run our last query. I indicated that it has run and affected 14 rows. Excellent. So let's go ahead and look, refresh this. And as we can see, now both of these columns have the PHP motors concatenated into the previous path. With that, I will create, look at our connections PHP file, which was under the library file or folder, excuse me. And as we can see, it's bringing up my echo message right here, and we're gonna test the error handling. So right now it's working properly. Let's go change the the code to where it breaks. So we're gonna save that. We're gonna go back to the file and we're gonna run it again, and sure enough brings our 500 PHP file, which gives us the error message. So it's working properly, and that concludes our enhancement 2. Thank you.